Hey, welcome back to the channel, Carburetors and Coffee. Anybody want to buy a motorcycle? It's for sale. Today we are going to start changing out the driver's side window regulator. If you remember this, well, here's the plastic piece. This is what the cradle is, pretty much, where the glass sits in it, and you can see where, here's my repair that I tried to make before. So what I'm gonna do is, it's kind of a really bizarre setup. I mean, there's really not much holding the glass. The glass kind of, when it goes up and down, it kind of, teeter-totters, and it has to be free. It's not sort of like it kind of has to maneuver and sort of rock back and forth. So this does that. So it's not a sure thing, if that makes sense. I don't know. But I'm going to clean this out best I can with all the cruddy RTV, which actually, it's pretty clean. It came off with the glass, so that's good. So I'll get rid of most of this here. Alright guys, so you can see where where it rides right here. The glass rides in, and it's kind of hard to see, but back there is where the hole is. And there was like probably a little ball end that this would probably snap right into. There's no glue or adhesive that would have went with this. But what I'm going to do is, I gotta find my, what I'm going to do, I'll go ahead and get my liquid nails out and just smush it all in here and get that all done. I'll go ahead and put my weather trim back on here, get this rolled back up, and just let it sit. Let it sit for a long time. Get this put back together and buttoned up, and get my door panel back on. And then just let it sit, let it cure, because I think it's got like a 24-hour, something like that. Here it is. We'll find out what it is, but I got my gun around here somewhere. Yeah, we'll find it. But anyways, yeah. And I got really nothing to lose, so I think it'll hold. This stuff's pretty awesome stuff. And if worse comes to worse, we'll buy a new regulator. I actually checked. They're about $25. And since we know how to open up that door card and everything, it's relatively easy. So it won't be a big issue to fix it if we need to in the future. But this is a simple fix. This stuff's about $5. And yeah, we'll get it taken care of. So that's next. All right, you guys, that should be pretty substantial. In the back, do you remember how I told you there was like that hole? I smushed a bunch of the liquid nails through there. Now that's going to get hard, and it's going to act as a sort of that button I was telling you about. So once it gets hard, it's gonna be pretty solid. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put the everything back on. Well, this is back on. Now I'm gonna go ahead and raise this up and just let it sit so it can cure.
Yeah, I thought maybe that fix would work. It went down for about 2 inches and then stopped working. So, hey, I tried it. It didn't work. But anyway, over there in that box right there, I've got a brand new window regulator. The motor works fine. So I've never changed out a regulator in a car like this. So I've done it before in like old Camaros. Those are super hard. You got to rivet those in. This should be easy. It just bolts in. So we're going to go ahead and get that done. What was I going to tell you? I think I was just going to say that it's just an awesome day today, but I got the fan cranked. Hopefully you can hear me. Yeah, let's get into this thing, man. We'll get the door open. I got it up on the lift because it's a lot easier. I kept it on the lift. Yeah, I'm going to raise it up a little bit more. It's easier on the back. So let me get this up just a little higher. Oh man, I just wrecked my Porsche sign. All right, it's gonna have to go down. All right, wait, that's good, right there. That's good. Perfect. What did I forget to do? Well, I didn't really forget, but I didn't do it. Yeah, I forgot. I didn't check my part yet. It's been sitting here for a long time. So I gotta check and make sure this is the right regulator, or I'm not gonna be doing anything. So let's check it. Okay, so that's good. It's the right one, and it came with this little thing here. It says, when ready for install, press the reel when cutting the strap off to prevent the reel from falling out, because this here, I'll show you. Here's your cord. It kind of works like a weed trimmer. You got one going one way and one working the other way. You don't want that falling out, and that's all done from the factory, man. If that falls out, you're just like, I don't know. Me, it's like you just might as well throw it away because I'm not smart enough to figure all that out. So anyway, yeah, you want that in there, not popping out and falling out, and cable windings falling out. So I'm gonna do what they say, and until I'm ready, cut that. The motor goes on there.
Underneath the starry skies, I tinker with my ride. Engine grease on my hands, pride while swallowing the night. Clothes scattered across the ground, work ain't never light. All the demons keeping me going is that hot coffee light. Sharp lights cutting through the dark, I turn another screw. The purr of the motor, my mission true and true. Moonlight dancing shadows, clocks racing too.
Okay, I've got to take my lever off that I replaced, what was it, during the winter. And this just slides in. And then these are the tabs in here that they just swing in. They're just a white clip back here. You pop it off.
Yet my fire stays strong, welding dreams with caffeine promises long. Cars heartbeat synced with mine, together we belong, both fueled by the night coffee's magical song. Carburetors and coffee brothers unite, tonight. Carburetors and coffee strive to win the fight. Yeah.
Alright guys, like I said, I've never done one of these before, so it appears, see this here? I'm gonna have to clock this way. This holds all my rigging to open up the doors, the rods here. It attaches to this. You can see there's like a cantilever. That's gonna have to be clocked, so I'm gonna get some pliers and turn that. That'll get it off of this. And possibly this here, I'll be able to pinch that and push on that to get that off. With pliers as well. So that's gonna have to come off, and obviously I had to take this off because this mounts directly to that. But the good thing is I'll be able to mount this on the bench. It should be easier, I hope. But like I said, it could change. I've never done one. So let's get that done. Alright you guys, I think I see what's going on here. It's not that, it's going to be these. There's one under back here too. It's going to slide over. So let's try that. Hi, I'm back at the bench. This is why you've got to subscribe to my channel, because I take the headache out for you. So here's what's happening. So I was struggling over there. See these and see this. Let's go to the car. I was struggling here and struggling here. This just is, it's not going to come off without breaking something, wrecking something. It just ain't gonna happen. So I'm looking here, and this is a rivet. It's rolled over. This is a rivet. Remember I was telling you Camaros were riveted on? I'm talking like the 3rd gens. Well, this is also a Chevy, and I'm sure that other cars are the same way. These are riveted on. This, if you looked over at the other thing, had a nut on it, and so did the other thing. It had it also had a nut on it. So I need to drill this out, and I need to drill this out so that all I have to do, I don't have to go ahead and take this all out and slide it out. All I gotta do is take my regulator and put it in here. That's all I gotta do, and use the nuts that they supplied to go ahead and bolt it in. So that's what we're gonna do. So you don't need to be wrestling over here. You don't need to go ahead, I mean, you probably don't even need to take these out. You could just pull this back a bit and slide your regulator in, because the window is only held on by this guy, not like the old-fashioned ones where it's like a whole entire tray that it fits into. So that's what I'm gonna do, man. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my drill. I'm gonna drill like a little pilot hole and then work my way up to bigger stuff. And this one I'm just gonna, get you out and let's do it, man. So this is why you gotta do this, man. You gotta like start watching my videos so you don't have to make these mistakes. Okay, so I got it out and I want to show you the old one. This piece fell off. This is the piece they're talking about that will fall if you don't keep this zippy tie on there. And mine did when I took it out. It rolled under the car, and since I'm not an acrobat, I'm not gonna go get it. But here's the old one. Let me show you. So here we have the good one, and you can see this is the little tab that mine will be missing. All this up in here, and there is right there. There's gonna be a hole in the window, excuse me, where it like pinches that little guy, and here's mine. It's gone, missing. So, and then you can see my makeshift repair where liquid nails, it doesn't work that way. It is to bond two pieces together, and you know, hey, I thought it might work. You know, it was worth a try. And I did try silicone. And silicone, actually, it's the glass part where it just doesn't want to grip. But anyway, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and start trying to figure out. I hope that the holes, they kind of got a little big when I drilled them out. But if I need to, I'll use washers. But I'm on the way to fixing this. Okay, back at it. Took a little bit of a break. I noticed when I pulled the motor out of the gear part on the regulator, it was really hard to get out, so some water had gotten in, seeped into the gear. The gear part itself on the motor where the transmission is was really rusty, so I went ahead, cleaned that on the grinder, and I'm going to show that to you. So here we have the motor, and this is what I was talking about. So I went ahead and cleaned it up on the bench. It's all nice and clean now. And I'm gonna go ahead and shoot it with some of this white lithium grease. And this is the area where it will plug in right there. There's a whole transmission inside here where it's got the gear ratio. And this is actually like a worm gear inside here. It actually kind of looks similar to something like this inside there. It's actually like that. And drives these gears and reduces it. And as you can see, I can't even turn that. So it's a very strong gear ratio. But anyways, that will go in here. So I'm going to go ahead and just spray some in there to lubricate that and keep it protected. One thing I am going to go ahead and do, I'm going to use some thread lock on these. I just don't trust them. They're really short. Well, this one's not so short, but this one is. And I just don't want to take a chance of these working themselves out. They're just kind of, I don't know. I'm just going to use thread lock. These I'm not going to, because I can really tighten these down really good. These I can't, so I'm just going to thread lock these. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cut that zip tie. Only thing that's keeping me going is that hot coffee light. Sharp lights cutting through the dark and turning another screw. The power of the moment, my mission true and true. Moonlight, dancing shadows, clocks racing too. I'm feeling bonded with courage, better see this through. Caffeine in my veins, this business start to roar. Every jump and jump, I let gasoline to my core. Late night mechanics.
answer to the car's call. Caffeine in my veins is bliss and start to roar. Every drop of Java like gasoline to my core. Late night mechanics, chasing every flaw. With every sip of coffee, I answer to the car's call. Carburetors and coffee brothers unite. Carburetors and coffee strive to win the fight. Yeah! Radio playing metal at 12 volts. Extreme victory, a story heaven only knows. Sweat mix of condition tales all around the globe. Plus food every challenge, fuel on midnight oil. Caffeine in my veins is bliss and start to roar. Every drop of Java like gasoline to my core. Late night mechanics, chasing every flaw. With every sip of coffee, I answer to the car's call. Carburetors and coffee brothers unite. Carburetors and coffee strive to win the fight. Yeah! Stars fade to dawn, yet my thoughts stay strong. Welding dreams with caffeine, promises long. Cars heartbeat sync, mind together, we belong. Both fueled by the night, coffee's magical song. Carburetors and coffee brothers unite. Carburetors and coffee strive to win the fight. Yeah!
Okay, I've got everything hooked up except for the window. Because the regulator is all the way up, I can't get the window out, so it's not hooked in yet. So I'm gonna go ahead obviously I don't have this in yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and get that lowered. So let's see what happens here. I'm not gonna hit auto, hopefully it won't auto. There it goes, just going down. All right, cool. So, boom, all the way down. So now I can get the window out and click it in there, and then we'll go from there. Okay, that was it was stuck in there pretty good which is good because it's in the up position. But I've got to clean that liquid nails off of there. I'll show you what I'm talking about. The hole that I'm talking about isn't even exposed anymore, so take a look. So here we are. So I'm going to take it over to the bench and just clean. Actually, there's the hole. Well, I'm going to go ahead and scrape all this mess off of here, and then I will plug it back into the car, and then hopefully we have success. Before I put any of the panels back on, we'll test it. Okay, I've got the window in. There was a noise. The noise was good. When I plugged this down, it made that snap that I was looking for. And that was this seating and that little tab snapping into that hole. So anyways, I did have to take the rubber off around, the rubber seal around here. I forgot to tell you about that because I have done this before. Also, this part here, I'll show you. The window was staying up pretty good its whole life without this being seated. Because right here, this was folded over. So I did have to take a tool and pry this back. So now it's set in its channel. There is this channel here runs down into the door, and also here runs into the door. So you can't just go ahead and slide the glass and it just finds its way. No, you do have to find the channels and put it in there. And when you do it, as you probably saw, you kind of got to stick it in there sideways and then shift it. It's really not hard. You can figure it out. So anyways, we're going to put the key in. Key's in. Now let's try it. We're going to go up. Ready? Okay, up is one thing. Let's see down. I'm gonna go for broke and hit, oh, I hate to use it, but I'm gonna go for broke and hit auto. Yes, success. And when you have something like that that you've done yourself, you feel good about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the panel on, put everything back, put the window trim back on, everything else. Button this panel up and get it ready for my wife to use for work tomorrow. She'll be happy. So let's get this thing out the door.
Grease covered hands, engine grows, iron beast demands more. Cracked knuckles, swaying, grind, caffeine, surge, gutters, time. Wrenching grip, bolts turn tight, morning light turns to night. Steel and fuel, man and machine. Hot coffee keeps you clean. Burning fuel, black coffee fire. Raging post caffeine desire. Crank the gears, pour the pain. Liquid sanity, never in vain. Carburetors and coffee, brothers unite. Carburetors and coffee strive to win the fight. Oh yeah. Busted knuckles, smeared with oil. Screech of tools, constant blow. Metal screams, he won't break. Straight from brew, can't forsake. Iron, hard, caffeine, blood. Time stands still in the flood. Grit and grind, fuels his soul. Coffee, heat, takes control. Burning fuel, black coffee fire. Raging pulse, caffeine desire. Crank the gears, pour the pain. Liquid sanity, never in vain. Carburetors and coffee, brothers unite. Carburetors and coffee strive to win the fight. Ooh yeah. Raging pulse, caffeine desire. Crank the gears, pour the pain. Liquid sanity, never in vain. Carburetors and coffee, brothers unite. Carburetors and coffee strive to win the fight. Ooh yeah. Ooh yeah.
Well, there you have it, guys. Thanks a lot for sticking around for this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, consider it. It's free. It helps me out. And, well, I'm going to call it a night. I got to go get some coffee. Stick around for the next one. Should be coming out soon. I appreciate it. And I'll see ya on the next one on carburetors and coffee.